Over the past several years, in a desperate attempt to virtue signal, we've seen so many companies out there either adopt or strengthen their DEI policies, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And for the most part, it's been completely and totally rejected by consumers. So much so that a lot of these companies are finally just taking a step back or straight up eliminating their DEI departments in general. As DEI gets more divisive, companies are ditching their teams. Zoom and Snap are among companies that have cut roles in recent weeks. Diversity policy backlash drives cuts to DEI staff. And even just yesterday, we saw Lowe's, who had been under heavy fire over the past couple days, they said, you know what, we're done pushing a lot of this nonsense too. But there's one company out there that has no desire to cut back on what they're doing, no desire to stop the bleeding, and in fact, double down on diversity, equity, inclusion at the expense of losing customers, and that, of course, is Disney. Disney seeks DEI director, offering salary 4 times the national average. Disney is doubling down on DEI instead of desperately trying to right their sinking financial ship. Disney is hiring a diversity, equity, and inclusion director who could earn up to 4 times the national average income, pushing a far-left agenda. A job posting from Walt Disney Company for a DEI director role advertises a minimum salary of nearly $200,000 and a max of almost $250,000. The average American salary in 2024 is just under $60,000 annually. Quote, we're seeking a director of strategic external engagement, enterprise DEI, to lead our efforts in building strategic relationships with external stakeholders, driving community engagement, and generating valuable insights to support our diversity, equity, and inclusion objectives, the job description reads. And you can see right there, there's the posting over at the Walt Disney Company's LinkedIn. Burbank, California, go get that job. It's just so funny. As so many companies realize this truly is a cancer, that when you're talking about DEI, what we're really just talking about is virtue signaling, anti-whiteness, pushing an agenda that the vast majority of Americans do not believe in, especially when it comes to a company like Disney. For the last several years, as they've had this insane push in their movies, in their television shows, in their theme parks, it has been completely and totally rejected by their fan base. And in fact, over 70% of people think that they need to stop pushing this stuff, especially for a family-friendly brand. Guess what? Entertainment companies should focus on entertainment instead of virtue signaling and ended up driving away so many of those people. If you want to go to Disney World and you want to take your little girl there, you spend millions and millions of dollars to go, and guess what? You go to get your little girl a princess makeover, and this is the freak who greets you. A mustached man, a bearded man in a dress to try to give your daughter a princess makeover. Normal people don't think that that is okay. They think it's fucked up and weird. But despite Bob Iger's promises to, we're not a political company, we don't want to push any agenda, we're not doing anything like that, we want to quiet the noise in the culture war, it seems like every time they actually have an opportunity to do so, they don't, because they're lying to you. This is what they want to push continuously, over and over and over again. And even though so many of these different companies' DEI programs are falling by the wayside, and let's be real, probably for most of these companies, they're going to ditch it, and it'll end up being rebranded as something else that doesn't have the same type of backlash generated toward it, because at this point, people are just sick and tired of this DEI bullshit. But Disney, they're not even going to pretend. They're full speed ahead. They will probably be the last people to wake up to the reality that normal people are really turned off by DEI nonsense. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.